I came here to talk about my new film, The Pirates.
Oh.
Hence the shirt, you see. So it's a film, full-length feature film that I made. Took me like 5 years. You know, it takes a long time. So 5 years, and I wanted to come here and talk about how it's made, because it's stop frame animation, and everybody here, they're always talking about big CG movies and special effects movies, and I wanted to talk about an old style puppet animation film. So that was it. So I came here to talk about it, and they said to me, oh well, if you're going to talk about it, it can't be in competition. So okay. But they said, don't worry, we'll put it on the big screen outside by the lake. Unfortunately, that was on Thursday night, and on Thursday night, the rain like the film was meant to start at 10:15, 10 o'clock. Everyone sitting there. 10 o'clock, the rain came down like the sky was falling. Yeah, that was good. Yes, I talked about the making of it, and because I always believe that the special thing about puppet animation is it's handmade. You know, it's got this organic, handmade quality. It's not made by machine, and the way it's made is important and interesting, and important to me, interesting to the rest of the world. So I like to show pictures of the studio to show what it looks like, what that environment looks like with the puppets, the sets and the lights and everything. I was hoping to celebrate that with the audience. Well, I don't know really. That's an interesting question. I mean, to me, it's a celebration mostly, and I say that because every year I see many students in film schools who do stop motion animations. So I feel that the technique is actually alive. The technique is alive. So in that sense, I don't really feel the need to explain it. I can do. That's especially with maybe a more general audience. A film loving audience who just know all the Pixar films and all the DreamWorks films and all the big effects movies. Maybe they don't know how it's done. So it's a general audience. But here, with an animation audience, I assume that they know how it's done, and so really I just try to celebrate it, and I think, and also to just remind people that it has a status as a way of making animated films. Just that. It's a difficult rhythm, actually. Yeah, filmmaking, production, I love. When we're making a movie, I'm very happy. The crew's happy, everyone's happy. But the reason it's difficult is because when you finish, then you've got 200 people with no work. So our studio goes in like waves of activity like this, and it's difficult to find the next project quickly enough. You know, so it's a challenge for me. A challenge, I would say. There was a link in a way. You're right, because we always love that advertisement. It's just fantastic. Very inspiring, lovely design, great design. This wasn't the same design, but it was inspiring. I mean, we just knew that Pirates would be a great place to play You know, everyone. You know, the costumes, the ships, the world, the landscape, the Caribbean. We knew it would be a fantastic place to play. No. Crazy. No, we should have done. We should have done. No, I didn't go anywhere. No, I didn't. I should have gone to the Caribbean, Madagascar, but no, we went to London. Went to London. Saw a ship. Saw a pirate. Yeah, there's a ship in them.
You don't go to Caribbean?
No.
To draw in, to feel the weather?
No. Big mistake. Big mistake. Yeah.
You just feel like a corsario?
No?
The enemy of the pirates is the
Corsair. Yeah.
Because you're British always.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Now I feel like a pirate. I feel like a pirate myself.
Yes?
Yeah, sure. I had a very good sword. I bought a sword.
So
I got the hat. Yeah.
Okay, so the other side, you don't need the certificate of the Queen.
No. And not just in England, but in Bristol, because we work in Bristol, which is in the west of England. It's a small city, and we're not in the middle of the film industry. You know, we are separate, but yeah, the whole production, everything was done there. All the whole production was done there, except the only thing we do in London is the mixing, recording the music, which we did at Abbey Road, and mixing the sound. And everything else is done in Bristol, which is great.
Because Chicken Run was...
Chicken Run was in Bristol too. Was in Bristol, yeah. But the visual effects in Chicken Run, which weren't very many, they were some few, but they were done in London.
Okay.
But this time we brought all the visual effects to Bristol as well.
Okay.
Yes, sure. Yeah. Well, they know, they understand that we have a very special studio with very special skills. Mm-hmm. I always say, I said in my talk, we're highly evolved. You know, we do this special thing, and we've been doing it. I mean, I've been doing it personally for 40 years, I guess. So we do this special thing, and we're very, very good at it, you know, and all the people and all the skills, all the information is there in England, in Bristol. So that's fine.
They understand that.
They understand,
and expect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's great.
So.
Yes, yeah. I mean, mostly British, I must say, but yes, I had animators from Spain. I had animators from Bulgaria, several French animators, German model makers, Spanish model makers. Yeah, all over Europe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it is complicated. Yes, I mean it's normally slightly cheaper than CGI, slightly cheaper, even though it's very complicated and very labour intensive. But most stop frame films are cheaper than most CG films.
Yes. No, he didn't. No.
He was. He did that. He did the Wallace and Gromit short film.
Yes.
In England, it was called A Matter of Loaf and Death.
Yeah.
And he became very exhausted, actually, very tired. So he wanted the rest. He had a rest. I did the Pirates. So now his job is to make the next one now.